Chat. I think I spent about like, I don't know how much. I spent too much money on TikTok shop. One of the last videos I did, I said I'm in TikTok shop recovery, but I am afraid that was a lie. It's all food. Why did I order this much? I got some 4D pineapple sweets and the 4D peach gummies and these mango gummies, which are literally just the same as these, I think, but a different brand. The rose flavour, carbonara, cheese, kimchi, lime, creamy carbonara. What if I don't like them? Tomato, I don't know how to pronounce this, but this is tomato flavour. This is sweet and spicy flavour. This is cheese flavour. And some broad noodles in spicy hot. And hot and sour. And 2 big bottles of Mogu Mogu because I'm obsessed. Obviously I had to get the mango one, it's my favourite in the world. And then the pineapple one. And I wonder why I am struggling to save. I'm not using my mic because I've been having so many issues with it, because it is literally a £20 mic, so it's shit. And I thought, well, I literally have an iPhone 15, I'm sure the audio quality is fine. Does it sound fine? Let me know. This is what we're working with for now until I buy myself a good mic, but if I end up happy with this, then I might not even buy one because it might be good enough, because iPhones are good nowadays. Filming this in 4K, so surely the sound is probably gonna be okay anyway. I've rediscovered Benetint, and I literally don't know why I put this down ever in my entire life, because I've been obsessed with this. Lip tints are a dangerous game because they make you hate your natural lip colour so much. You get addicted to this. I'm wearing this 24/7 without makeup. Yes, give it to me. I keep putting off doing the Q&A because like it's stressing me out so much and I don't know why. I got so many questions. I did not expect that many questions, and I don't know why I didn't expect that many questions, because I am nearly at 300k on Instagram. My head exploded, so that's why I put it off for about 3 weeks, and I'm really sorry. But I've picked out 63 questions. A good question to start with. How are you doing? Been a bit of a hard week. I've been feeling a bit low this week and been really struggling to like harness my creativity because I am on my period, so I always get really depressed when I'm on, but for some reason it's been a bit more this week. When my mood is low, sometimes I find it quite hard to push myself to be creative, and I haven't been able to conceptualize any of the, you know, visions I've had for makeup looks. So I've been really beating myself up about that, because you will always be your biggest enemy and your biggest fan at the same time. If you heal, you'll always be your biggest critic. So I've just been really overly critical on myself this week, so I literally decided, I was like, fuck this, I'm taking a few days off then, because I just forgot how to be an influencer. I just want to have a day where I just sit and play Sims all day. That's like what I want. And lately I've been rewatching all of the Marvel films, so I'm really sorry, but that takes priority over everything. But yeah, I've been fine. I've just been hormonal all week, and I get really bad cramps because of my autoimmune disease. So that's great. So I've just been in bed feeling sorry for myself, but I'm okay. I'm okay. Do you study? If you do, what do you study? You're about to learn the meaning of my username, guys. Are you excited? I am. I studied philosophy at King's College, London University. That is my username. That's why I'm called philosofay. Thank you for asking that question. I have been waiting. I have a degree in philosophy, guys, and that is why I'm philosofay. The degree gave me nothing, but it did give me a good username, so there is that. What flavour of gay are you? I am pansexual. What is your big three? Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, and Virgo Rising. I love that I'm a Sagittarius times 2. It makes me so happy. Who inspires you? Myself. And that's how it should be. Be your own muse. Be your own source of inspiration always. Do you play any instruments? Kind of. I do have 2 guitars. I never really got lessons. I taught myself when I was like 14. So I'm very, very like basic, novice. And I never really taught myself electric guitar because that's a whole like different genre of guitaring. I taught myself acoustic first, and I taught myself mostly finger plucking than strumming, so I'm better at that. But I just do it as a pastime and just to write as an outlet. Yeah, maybe one day I will share my music with you all. I don't know. And don't ask me to play anything on electric because I can't do that. All of my guitar skills are finger plucking, so I can do that on electric. I don't know power chords, and I can't do like bar chords either. I could if I tried hard enough, but I'm one of those people that gets frustrated if I can't pick up a skill very quickly. So how will I ever get better? Favourite movies or shows? I don't actually know what my favourite TV show is. I love so many. Lucifer, Black Mirror. I've forgotten. Favourite movies? Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is my favourite film of all time. I love a film that makes me feel very deeply, because I get a lot of inspiration from sadness. It's the most pretentious thing I've ever said. Recently watched The Substance, that is up there in one of my favourite films, as well as Saltburn. I don't know, favourite band / singer, depends on my mood, but My Chemical Romance is one of my faves. Secure, Halsey, Bowie. It's all dependent on my mood and it changes all the time, but they are the ones that are special in my heart. What is your favourite Bowie song? 5 Years or Moon Age Daydream? You can't change my mind. They're bops. What music do you listen to? Literally anything and everything. I'll go from like Paris Paloma, sad girl-esque, to new wave, to emo, to screamo, to old Kanye West. I'm a Sagittarius. What do you expect from me? I love everything. What is your favourite song by The Cure? Open. Every word, exactly how I feel. How did you start your journey as a content creator? I've always wanted to do this job. I've been dreaming of this since I was like 14, and I've been trying since I was like 15, 16. I used to have a YouTube channel where I've taken a lot of those videos down. I've been through my Instagram phase, doing the really aesthetic Pinterest photos on Instagram. And it's only this year where I've been able to pursue it full time. All the other times before, I was not trying hard enough and I wasn't being true to myself and what I wanted to put out into the world. It just all happened so quickly this year. I had to quit my toxic bartending job. And then at that point I had like 15k on TikTok and literally like no followers on Instagram, like 1,000. And I was like, well, this is what I want to do. So this is the moment where I give it all I've got. So I did it. And that would have been February, March, April, May. 3 months later, I hit 100k on both platforms. And about 2 or 3 months after that, I got signed to my dream agency. So it's been a whirlwind of a year, and it's been my fucking year. I'm genuinely so grateful to all of you for supporting my crazy creative visions, because I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for you. So thank you. I love you all so much. If you could go to any concert ever, no matter the time period, which ones would you go to? Bowie, Amy Winehouse, MCR in their revenge era, Bullets era, MCR. I want to see MCR in all of their eras, but most specifically Bullets and revenge era. Lana Del Rey. That's all I can think of right now. What is your favourite way to decompress after a stressful day? I literally just play The Sims. Show me your rings. Okay. My fingers are stained red right now from hair dye. My fingers are always stained red. I've got a few hair questions. What is your natural hair colour? My natural hair colour? Brown. There she is, boys and girls, for the world to see. This is me in my true form. I didn't realise how badly I need to do my roots. Maybe that's tomorrow's job, because I need to do my brows as well. But yeah, I don't think I'll ever go back to my natural hair colour. I don't even remember what I look like with this hair colour. But did you bleach your hair over the red or over your natural? The only part of my hair I bleach is my fringe. The red is just red hair dye over my natural brown. That's it. How long have you been dyeing your hair, and what brand do you use? I've been dyeing my hair since I was in year 9, so how old would you be then? Like 14? 13 or 14? I used to box dye my hair to a really nice, like, rich chocolatey brown, and then I got ombre hair, which was actually more like dip dye, blonde. And then when I left school, that was when my fashion hair began, and I started off with ombre purple, and then I just did like ombre blue, ombre pink. Longest hair colour before red was pink, and I did pink in different fonts. I did pastel pink, I did peachy pink, I did hot pink, I did pink with purple, pink hair with a green fringe. I did blue for a little while and hated it because of the way it fades out, and it's just so stubborn. I did the e-girl, like, kind of hair before that was cool.
But I genuinely am just saying it. It's like, it's hard being a head, you know? It is hard.
But it was more like just a fringe, and I had like brown and then blue, but I had a side part, so it would have gone like that. White blonde for a bit during lockdown. I've done purple. I've done red with purple roots, red with pink roots. Rainbow hair, which I did all myself. It took me about 8 hours. didn't last very long, it faded out horribly. And then now I am red and it's here to stay. I will die with red hair. I will die with red hair. This is the longest hair colour I've had. I think I've had red hair for 4 years. The brand I use is Lunar Tides, and I do have a discount code for you. It's philosofay 15% off your purchase. It is affiliate, so I do get a little bit of commission. 3 parts Cranberry and 1 part Blood Moon is my special mix. I want it to be custom to me, and that is a shade I really, really like. How often do you dye your hair? Maybe like once a month. Or I'll drag it out a bit longer. Once every month and a half. When was the last time I dyed my hair? I don't know. I got a lot of questions on how I do my hair, and I will be making a full in-depth YouTube video on a step-by-step of my hair care routine, from in the shower to what I do at night time to make sure that I reduce frizz. So just give me time to film that, because it takes so much effort to film hair videos, I swear to God. But in terms of a styling video, if you check my Instagram reels, it is pinned there, my curly hair routine. It is an ad. Just use Umberto Giannini's Curl Jelly range. That is all I use. I haven't found any other hair products that work as well as the Curl Jelly range, so I am not lying when I say you need to fucking try it. I will make a really, really in-depth video on here where I show you like how I diffuse my hair and things like that as well. Can you please show your eyeshadow palettes? I can try. Everything is so strategically placed in my little... I don't want to show you where I keep my makeup because it is a mess. This is all of my skincare. I have it in a nice little basket. Then I have my makeup bag, which is mainly empty at the moment. And the reason why that is because I've been better at organising my makeup lately. So I have this whole section under my bed with a tray. This tray is it's full of glitter and dust because I also do my nails on it. But I just have that under my bed because I place this on top, which is just a box full of all the makeup I use for a specific look, because sometimes I've got so much now that if I put it all back in its little home, I'm going to forget what I used, and it just makes it easier for me to just throw all the products I've used for a video, including like the brushes and that, into one box, and then when I edit, which is like normally the next day, I can just look at all the shade names and write them all out, because I tend to film what I filmed today will be posted tomorrow. That's a good little routine I've built myself lately, because then I'm not rushing a video to get it out in the same day, and that means it gives me like a good day or so to have a think about what song I want to use, because I think that's such an important part of content, is the music. And so many creators just kind of just use what's viral, and I hate it. Like, I like to really, really spend my time picking a song that really resonates with the makeup look in some kind of way. It's all like miscellaneous, but it's kind of like base, but not liquid base, powder base. This is powder base, mostly. This box is full of makeup that I have not used yet, that I've received in PR, mostly. So I have a look through that and I'm like, oh shit, I need to use that. I haven't used that one yet. This is all of my mostly like liquid base and just whatever I shove in it as well. Then we have eyes, lips, brushes. I'm literally showing you everything so I can get to my makeup palettes. It's heavy. Eyeshadow palettes. As well as like the odd miscellaneous thing like star stickers. I have this baby. This one's an old one. As you can tell, I don't really use it because it's all neutral shades and all of them are shimmers. I might give that away. This is an old one. I've had this since I was 16. Since I was 14. 24 now, guys. That's 10 years old. Probably 14 as well. Oh my god. I am a big fan of using up everything you have. Even if it's broken as fuck, use it. Like, these are still good shades. This is really loved because it doesn't even have Makeup Revolution. I would have been 19 when I got that one. A couple water activated face paints from Meron. These ones are UV activated, so they show up in... Oh, I have another one of those. See, it gives a different shade in the UV light. A glitter palette. This I got in PR from Rude Cosmetics. The mirror's broken. But I like this guy. This is the best glitter palette I've ever used, because you don't have to use any kind of glitter glue with that. This is a palette from Necromancy. I haven't used this one yet, but this is so innovative. Magnetic little mirror that comes off. This one's called Swamp of Sorrows. I know exactly the type of look I'm going to be using this for. I just haven't done it yet, but I will. It's like a little book. I can't. That sound is so nice. Listen. All this little palette. They have another palette that does this. But yeah, it's like a little book. Kaleidos, the Escape Pod palette. I need to clean my mirrors. Please don't judge me. I love this palette so much. It's what I'm wearing on my eyes today. And like these bits. Beautiful. A bunch of paints. The Rude Cosmetics base pigments. I do need to give them a little clean, but I just keep them all in there. They have like gems. Face paint palette from Rude Cosmetics. Makeup Revolution. My favourite palettes would be obviously the Kaleidos Escape Pod. Oh, and I also have this one from Kaleidos. I go to this one quite a lot. This is one of my favourites too. And then all of the Rude Cosmetics palettes. The start of my influencer career. Because I got it from TK Maxx and then I made a look with it, which got like 200, 300k views on TikTok. And then this is I reached out to Rude Cosmetics because I tagged them and got on their PR list, and everything happened from there. So thank you, Rude Cosmetics. I love you so much. Desperate Dreamer palette. The Rude Sun palette. Please don't look at the mirror. It's not broken, it's just got foundation on it. This has been a very loved and cherished palette, and I'm so sad that I've hit pan on some of the shades. This is such a pretty little highlighter shade. It's one of my go-to for highlighters. And then I also really love this one, the Flower Child palette, because this blue is the perfect like 90s dusty blue. Oh, look at that one. Yeah, I love this palette so much. They are all of my eyeshadow palettes, I think. And that is pretty much all of my makeup, but I'm not going to sit through and show you everything individually because we'll be here forever. Got you into makeup, literally just being a girl. That was how it started. I originally just wore makeup because that's what all the girls at school were doing, and I just wanted to fit in. I think that's how a lot of people's makeup journey starts, like. But I didn't really explore makeup creatively until like after I left school. But even then, I was still doing my makeup in a way to like appease the male gaze. but I was just having a bit more fun with it. But it's only really been this year since I've actually been using makeup as an art form and a medium to express myself creatively. I have always really enjoyed and connected with makeup, so I'm very lucky and grateful to actually be in this job because I feel like it's perfect for me. Where do you find inspo? Literally everywhere at this point. My brain does not shut off with this whole series that I'm doing with Pretty Things as makeup because I try and find beauty in everything, and I have a really long notes list, and I might put a screenshot here. It is longer than a screenshot, but I'm not gonna reveal everything. I don't want you to know what I've got up my sleeve, but I have a very long list on my notes app which I'm constantly updating every day with like ideas that like you guys give me or just ideas that I get. I might see a look online and it might make me think of an idea and then I'll write that down. I also have a look on Pinterest as well for like some inspo, but lately I just have not been doing that because I've just been going to my notes app and just been digging into my brain. But I'll show you my Pinterest board as well. This is a private Pinterest board because, like I said, I don't want to reveal what is coming next. How much time do you spend for each makeup look? It depends on the look really. My shortest makeup look was probably about 45 minutes. Maybe my crinkled paper look, because I was just stamping it on my face, so it was very quick and easy. My longest one might have been maybe veins, because of how intricate and detailed that was. I think that took me about 3 hours. Yeah. But it just varies day to day and also varies on my mood and how well I can do it that day. How do you manage to have clear visions of the look you'll create? For some reason that was really hard to say. I don't use like face charts or anything like that to draw out my ideas. I'll have a concept and then I'll get a reference picture and then I'll look on that reference picture and be like, what part of this can I put on my face and where? And like try and hone in on a specific part that I want to convey. That's kind of like the best way to explain it, and it's a lot of it is like trial and error. That is a big part of my job that like goes unseen, is that I'm always kind of experimenting and trying to figure out what is the best way to translate a concept. So yeah, what inspired you to do creative makeup? I love your work. Thank you. I can't draw and I can't paint, but I can use a makeup brush. That is literally it. I think I was just getting pissed off because I've tried to paint so many times and draw and I'm just like, I can't do it. And I was just like, in the end, I'm like, well, I'm just going to do it on my face instead, and it's just easier. Any products you would suggest to do a creative makeup on a budget? Check out Rouge Cosmetics. They're very affordable and very pigmented and long-lasting products. Also, if you get an eyeshadow palette, you can actually just scrape off some of the powder from the eyeshadow, mix it into your foundation, and then you've got a different coloured base, or you could arguably technically use it as an eyeliner, maybe. I don't know. And just experiment and just know that like you don't have to, you know, buy a blush. You can just use a pink or red eyeshadow. Be creative with how you use the products, because so many brands are trying to sell us products all the time and say it's for this, but you can actually use it for other things too. Like there's been so many times where I've literally used a black eyeliner pencil as a black lip liner. Like, who's making up these rules and why do I have to follow them? What is your favourite look you've done? That's hard. That's hard because every look I do is my favourite. Because you guys comment, you say, okay, this one is my favourite one, and then the next day I post, like, this one's my favourite one. And I'm the same. I am the same. I don't know what my favourite look is. I want to say, let's have a look at my Instagram quickly. One of my favourite ones is the Prism makeup I did, where I did the rainbow and it turned into blush. I was really proud of that one. The pigeon one, when I look back on it. The burnt paper inspired makeup. Something about that just hits the spot. Really liked the makeup inspired by veins. I feel like that one has been slept on. I like how discreet that one is. Favourite makeup product? Where is she? Bare Minerals Illuminating Mineral Veil. It just gives such a nice dewy radiance in your face, and it's a setting powder that doesn't clog your pores either because it's all natural. What would you want to say to yourself when you first started doing makeup seriously? Don't be so hard on yourself. Literally, I used to stress out so much. It's fine. It's fine. Don't be so hard on yourself, because when you're hard on yourself, you put limitations on yourself and expectations that you're never going to be able to fulfill. Were you always doing makeup this way? Many start out soft glam, I find. I started out emo. Insert pictures. Yeah. Where do you get all of that creative energy from? Is it part of your soul? I've always been very creative. I grew up with like my mum having a jewelry business on eBay. So she taught us how to make jewelry. Found that after healing, I found it a lot easier to hone in on my creativity. And I think if you do research into that, it would make sense. But heal, and create. Is there a makeup look you've done that made you feel most like yourself? I feel like maybe the sun catcher makeup or the matching my teeth to my lipstick makeup, and there's no in between and I can't really explain it. How do you keep your inspiration? It's literally Pretty Things as makeup. That is what keeps me inspired because there's always something new to do. Doing that series is the best thing I've ever done for my creativity because like if I never started that series, I would have run out of ideas, honestly. How do you build a wardrobe that feels like you? You have such an individual style. You need to find the things that you love, your colours, any kind of like detailing. Do you like lace? Do you like leather, velvet? Like what kind of fabric? Hone in on those parts. Just start with like looking through your wardrobe and picking out your favourite pieces and be like, why do I like this so much? Don't be afraid to buy the same thing but in different colours. If you like the cut of like a certain trouser or blazer, buy the same one just in different fonts, because that's what I do. I love corsets. I've got a few corsets, you know what I mean? Like, and then find colours that you like. And just know that a personal wardrobe takes years to build up. It's not like you just become alternative overnight. Like it takes years to build up your wardrobe full of things that you love. Like I have clothes that I've been collecting for fucking years. You know what I mean? How did you find your personal style, and do you think it will change in the future? I just like wear what I like. I've always worn what I like because that is what life should be. You should just express yourself exactly how you want to express yourself and not stress about labels and other people's perspectives of you. Just wear things that make you happy. Just find your favourite like colours, your favourite kind of like patterns, and just obsess over it. Do you think it will change in the future? Perhaps. Who knows? We are ever changing. I think my style has stayed relatively the same for the past few years. It's just that I've got more money now to be able to invest in my wardrobe a bit more. How do you feel when people stare at you in public? I love fun makeup / clothes, but I hate looks. If people are staring at you, then you're doing something right. It's never really bothered me. I just stare back at them. until they stop staring at me and make them feel incredibly uncomfortable. Because what do you mean? You can place your eyeballs on me, but I can't place my eyeballs on you. What do you mean? How do you feel confident to dress how you want? Okay, I will actually answer it. Genuinely, life is too short. If you're not showing up for yourself by being yourself, then you're never going to be happy. This life is yours to live. Why are you living it for other people to appease them and to fit in their perception of you? Because anyone's perception of you is always going to be incorrect anyway, so you might as well hold the reins in your life and just wear whatever the fuck you want and be yourself and be authentic. And the minute you show up for yourself authentically is the minute everything will always just work out for you. You're never going to be happy if you're living in the shadow of yourself. I think that makes sense. And you just need to remember that people are far more focused on themselves to even be majorly bothered about you. And if they're majorly bothered about you, then that means that they're deeply insecure about themselves. And they're just deflecting it on you. Like, unfortunately, as human beings, we are naturally very selfish and self-centered beings. So just think about when you're going about your day, can you actually remember everyone's outfit and makeup in detail when you walk past them? Exactly. So it's the same the other way around. And I actually find the minute you start expressing yourself through fashion and makeup and hair, you do add a sprinkle of joy onto other people's day as well, because it somehow lifts other people to see a person embrace their true identity. It makes other people happy. But you should always just do it for yourself. I think I've answered as many questions as I can. That is my overdue Q&A. Hopefully you got to know me a little bit more. Yeah, my brain hurts. I'm gonna love you and leave you. I'll see you in the next video. Philosophay works hard, but my enemies work harder. Literally chatting shit because I have not eaten all day. This is my second cup of coffee.